Aarti Cherat, senior journalist. Sunil Alag, Modi-leaning independent voice, but a Modi-leaning independent voice. Ritaprata Banerjee, member of parliament of the CPM. Pawan Verma, member of parliament of the JDU. Siddharth Singh, national secretary of the BJP. My first question is to Jyotiraditya Scindia, member of parliament and former minister of the Congress party. Now, Jyotiraditya Scindia, you know, fine, congratulations. You got the government on the wrong foot on the circular issue. But does that mean parliament should not function? We got the government on the wrong foot, the BJP on the wrong foot on the conversions issue. Does that mean parliament should not function? What gives you the license to stop all work in parliament? I mean, just justify that. This is a house of chaos that you have created. There must be some moral responsibility for what you are doing here, Mr. Scindia.
Well, as far as the Lok Sabha is concerned, Arnab, we raised the issue. We did not receive a satisfactory response from the government. In fact, we received no response at all. Our very clear question to them is, do they deny the existence of the 9th December?
No, we'll get into that, Mr. Scindia. We'll get into that. But my first question is, as a senior Congress leader,
so when we did not
do you admit that you are going over the top now in Parliament? Do you admit you're going over the top in Parliament?
No, we're not.
Just because you're reduced to 44 does not mean you need to sound like 440.
If in Parliament you cannot ask a legitimate question, and if you do not get a satisfactory answer to a legitimate question, then you have the option of following the parliamentary procedure or walking out, which is what we did.
So what you're saying is now the house of chaos is justified. Jyotiraditya Scindia, are you saying the house of chaos is justified?
No, I'm not. I'm very clear in what I'm saying, Arnab. We have behaved as a very responsible opposition, unlike the BJP. When they were in opposition, we raised the issue. We did not get a satisfactory response from the Parliamentary Affairs Minister. In fact, he did not even allow the HRD minister to respond. So we walked out, and straight after that, Parliament did function.
Now, should we discuss the issue in detail? There are two issues here. We are opening it up. First of all, Siddharth Singh, do you plead guilty to the charge that you have misled the House on this whole issue of having Good Governance Day on Christmas Day by forcing government schools to organize a series of events on Christmas Day? Do you plead guilty to the government charge that, to the opposition charge that this press note that you put out to clarify that you're not trying to overrun Christmas Day with Good Governance Day, this is Vajpayee's birthday, that this note is a flawed note and factually incorrect note? Would you admit you made the mistake? Don't make it an ego issue, Siddharth.
Arnab, no, there's no ego issue. Certainly we have not misled. Neither we have trampled any religious festival or the sentiments. Now, if somebody wants to go on to the circular, I don't know, maybe Jyotiraditya Scindia may have or opposition may have some different circular which says the schools need to be open.
So why do schools need to be opened on Christmas Day?
Participation,
no, why do schools need to be active on Christmas Day?
Hear me.
Why do you have to do it on Christmas Day? Why do you have to have it on Christmas Day? And why Vajpayee did not do this when he was the Prime Minister?
I can't help my leader's day. Birthday falls on the Christmas. How does that make a difference?
You are already embattled over the conversions issue.
You have to be on the school.
Jyotiraditya Scindia is countering you. Jyotiraditya Scindia is countering you. I'm allowing
which was started during the Congress when the BJP was still a baby, 7-year-old baby. The parents were there in the politics.
Why do you have to trust? You can't do Good Governance Day on any other day.
They need to be open.
You can't do Good Governance Day on any other day. You have to do it on Siddharth, you have to do Good Governance Day on Christmas Day. No, you have to do Good Governance Day on Christmas Day. You can't do Good Governance Day on any other day.
Arnab, allow me to say a line. Allow me to say a line, please.
Counters coming in, sir. Counters coming in.
The issue is, the Congress raised on the basis of a media report certain suspicion that we want the schools to be closed. The Parliament is in session. The Parliamentary Affairs Minister in Lok Sabha, in the Rajya Sabha, the leader of the House in the Rajya Sabha, clarified. The HRD minister.
Sir, I have
also
circulars.
clarified the matter should have ended.
Sir,
there.
I have circulars
But the
with me. I have
Congress wants to
circulars with
make
me. I have
a
circulars
mountain of
after
the
circulars
molehill
with me.
Because they don't want
Why do
the
you-
parliament to function.
Counters.
That is the
Jyotiraditya
crux of the
Scindia's
matter,
first
and
counter.
we
Two
should
hands
debate
going
on
up
that.
on the Newshour tonight. First of all, the issue in the Lok Sabha tonight, which is the issue about why the Christmas day is going to be made a good governance day. And the BJP says it's because that day is Vajpayee's birthday. I'll allow the first counter from Jyotiraditya Scindia. Aarti, Ritoprato, I see your hands go up there. Mr. Scindia first. Counter from you first.
Why not on any other religious day? Why not on Holi? Why not on Diwali? Why not on Dasera? Why not any other day? And let me tell you, Arnab, I know Vajpayee ji well enough.
Well, that's
he happens
Mr.
to come
Vajpayee's
from Gwalior.
birthday. I can't help.
And in his life, when he was in Prime,
Why Children Day has to be on 14th of November? Mr. Jyotiraditya Scindia, you answer. Why Children Day is only on 14th November? Not on any other day.
I did not interrupt you, Siddharth. Don't get worked up.
This is an absurd defense of Jyotiraditya Scindia.
Please listen to my argument, and
Sure.
then you're more than welcome to rebut it, but please don't interrupt me because I did not interrupt you. Okay. I know Vajpayee ji well enough, and I can guarantee tell you that he would be most upset about declaring his birthday, which happens to fall on Christmas, which will hurt the sentiment of Christians across the country and across the world. That you have it functioning as a day when it's a national and international holiday is the birthday of Jesus Christ. Point number one. Point number two, what Siddharth Singh talks about very eloquently is the circular of 15 December. But prior to that, Arnab, is the circular of 9th December, which is addressed to all CBSE schools, talking about a declamation contest, a quiz contest, reading of documentaries, innovative programs pertaining to day-to-day functioning of the school. 10th of December, a circular to the Navodaya talking about the same. 12th of December, a circular to all universities with the cash prize along with it.
The cash prize as well. Here it is. Another one. Now, what is going on here?
Comes the circular of 15th December, where the government is apologetic, saying please don't act on it. And to top it all, Arnab, I have three allegations. The Parliamentary Affairs Minister in Parliament very clearly says, number one, and I quote him, the instructions from CBSE is to conduct online essay competition. Does it seem to you or any viewer across the country as online essay competition?
I have never heard of it.
Allegation number two.
I have never heard of it.
There is no circular to say that the schools must run on this holiday. If the schools don't run, how are you going to have English plays?
You see this. One second.
Allegation number three. Nothing has been made mandatory. It has been made online.
This is the press note.
Can I answer?
Is mandatory and is not online but is in the
Can I answer? I don't know.
Therefore,
maybe during the Jyoti's time, there were no GMAT and CAT exams which were online. So there's a lot of things which happens online, Jyoti. And now, I think, Jyoti, you also visited school and I have also visited school where...
Now, come on, Siddharth Nath Singh.
You finished with your lecture?
Siddharth Nath Singh, two hands going up there. I must go across to others. Aarti is coming in. No, 1 second. Your defense does not hold.
You don't
No, sir, your defense does not hold.
Let me answer it.
Sir, no, 1 second. Your defense does not hold. You no, 1 second. What is the impression going out today among the people in this country?
Voluntary participation in each school.
Sir, 1 minute.
Done in my school.
Okay, 1 minute. Siddharth Nath Singh, hold it. Hold it.
When we give a voluntary declaration,
hold it.
we come on a festival.
Okay, hold it for a minute. No, watch it. 1 second. 1 minute, Siddharth.
I don't know which way Jyoti wants to push. Jyoti, you don't belong to that class where you want to push a propaganda of Congress where the divide becomes secular versus...
Now, Siddharth, we are opening the debate, please.
I have considered you have remained an Indian and you will remain an Indian.
Please respond to facts. I am only responding to facts.
I have done it on a fact. Jyoti, I have been on a Republic Day to a convent school where K.C. Pant was the chief guest. And I have given a
Are we living in a virtual world
and that's a Republic Day? What are you talking about? It's a voluntary exercise.
Voluntary exercise. It's voluntary. 1 minute. Siddharth says it's voluntary. Siddharth, a minute. Siddharth, give me a minute, please. Allow me, Mr. Scindia. Mr. Scindia, Mr. Singh, may I please separate both of you for a minute?
Online.
1 second, gentlemen, separate yourself, at least in the virtual world. 1 second, please. I separate both of you right
He's
now.
agitated, Arnab.
Thank you. 1 second, please. Mr. Scindia, 1 second. 1 second. 2 hands go up.
I'm not agitated.
No, 1 second. I'm not agitated. Neither are you. We are arguing reasonably as reasonable people should.
Secular versus communalism propaganda.
I demand a speed breaker to your
You
thoughts.
have always kept yourself away from this debate.
I demand a speed breaker on your thoughts and your speech for a minute. Otherwise, others will capsize. Even Mr. Pawan Verma is not being able to speak today, which is a bit of a Newshour record. Anyway, the thing is, and even you've not been able to speak, which is a bigger record. 1 second. Now the question here is even I've not been able to speak, which is the biggest record of all. Now the question here is this. Now watch it. The BJP says we're not forcing ourselves on anyone on Christmas Day. It's voluntary. Now my question, just 2 questions. I'll go to Aarti and Rita Brato next. I saw the hands go up. Can all these activities take place purely on a voluntary basis on Christmas Day and Christmas Day only? If the exercise is voluntary, then why did the HRT ministry request, quote unquote, the active participation of students? If the exercise is voluntary and only meant to be an online essay, why is it that the HRD ministry requests schools to give video evidence of these activities on Christmas Day? It says on Christmas Day, you must give video recordings of what you did. I mean, this is like it's like a fascist diktat.
Yes.
This is not voluntary. What is this voluntary? Why do you want a video recording? Rita Brato is coming to the debate. Rita Brato. Rita Brato, is it better the government admits it made a mistake? Rita
India is a secular country, and declaring the day of Christmas as a day of good governance is basically targeting the Christian community in the run-up to the Jharkhand elections. The similar way it was done in the name of love jihad, the Muslim community was targeted in the run-up to the UP Assembly by-elections. This is the situation in the entire parliament. This conversion debate is going on. We are demanding, because this is a very important thing. The parliament is not merely a talking shop. Prime Minister, Honorable Prime Minister, he came to the house after the Sadhvi Niranjan Jyoti incident. He gave a statement, but after that now Jogi Adityanath had jumped into fray. Now you look into the distribution of portfolio.
Okay, Pawan Verma, Aarti Chairat.
The Prime Minister is responsible for all possible decisions. The opposition wants.
The most intriguing thing of all, Rita Brato, the most intriguing thing of all, the most intriguing thing of all, we are told this is all online. Now, you have been a debater in school perhaps, and so have I. Till date, I have never heard, Aarti, of an online declamation contest. How can you have an online declamation contest?
No, absolutely. And how do you have an online quiz contest?
That too on Christmas Day.
And how do you have active participation online? And how do you provide video evidence of online,
Exactly. How do you provide video evidence?
Ridiculous.
How do you provide video evidence of online activities?
That is the targeting.
They have such an agenda. They have such an agenda in the education sector. They took over, they overturned Teachers' Day. Now they're overturning Christmas Day. They're overturning winter holidays.
Absolutely.
I mean, every tradition that has been there in our education,
whose idea is
they're
this?
trying to take away and overturn.
Whose idea is this? Pawan Verma hasn't spoken. Pawan Verma, in your view, is it better that Siddharth Singh admits that his government has shot itself in the foot by issuing these instructions to organize events that clash with a Christian religious festival and a public holiday? Is it better that Siddharth Singh admits I shot myself in the foot? Do you think that's the honorable exit for him in this case?
I think Siddharth, even if Siddharth would like to admit, I'm sure he is a person bound by what his leadership is doing. And so long as the leadership is willing to discuss this and admit the fact that they have made a mistake. And I don't believe it's a mistake. Now, actually, the point of discussion is not just this incident. This incident is coming as part of a series of incidents, which includes, as Rita Brato says, the concocted Love Jihad campaign. After that, the so-called reconversion program, the comments of Sakshi Maharaj, the speech of Sadhvi Jyoti.
You're saying it's deliberate.
All part of a certain section of the BJP parvar running amok and without being in the control of any civilized agency, including perhaps its own leading party, the BJP. So there is a systematic plan to this, and it is creating a great deal of unease in the nation. And the way out that they seem to find is to find some kind of debating subterfuge in the interpretation of a completely transparent and unambivalent circular. So I think it's time for the BJP to retrospect on this issue and admit that
Admit
was
it.
a wrong
Siddharth,
mistake
admit it.
and to try and unravel the conspiracy behind it.
Admit it,
Can I
Siddharth.
answer Mr. Goswami now?
Admit it, Siddharth. So many people are
Can
telling
I
you admit
answer
it. No, no, one
without
second. I have another question for you, Siddharth. Siddharth, 1 minute. Siddharth, let me one more small
can
point
I
to you.
answer without admitting to your admission, Mr.
Certainly, no, no.
Goswami?
I just want to make a small point.
Come on,
you
now,
see,
let me
even
answer. I had
in the
enough of it.
replies, believe it
I
or
have
not,
been very
if you
quiet.
want to
I
tell
know
someone,
you won't allow me to speak, Mr. Goswami.
will you admit your mistake, Mr.
I
Singh?
will nail you down today, and to all your panelists. Allow me to speak now.
I'm
Allow
not
me to
censoring
speak.
you. I just
don't
wanted
raise
to
my
make
voice
one
in
more
the debate.
point.
But now allow me to speak.
Okay.
And I'm
Don't get
asking you a
agitated.
question. Now I'm asking. And let the panelists answer. It is the circular 13th April 1987.
All right, let's pull
Navodaya
this-
Vidyalaya.
let's pull them
where
out. Yeah, let's
then
pull
the
them out.
Congress was in. Allow me to speak.
Yeah, I'm just pulling
Let
out
me
other
speak.
circulars.
Let
Why are
me
you getting
speak.
nervous?
87.
No, I'm
We'll
not.
make it circular
You may
versus
pull out
circular.
anything. I'm not nervous because I have my facts ready.
Sure,
and
I'm
I'm going to speak on the facts. Now the issue is in 1987
the 87
then the
sir.
Congress
Yeah.
was a parent political body and BJP was just a toddler 7-year-old party at that time. And that time, the Congress circular says that the Navodaya Samiti schools need to be open and no principal can give a holiday on a festival day unless until taken the permission. It continues from there. Mr. Pavan Verma, Mr. Jyoti Raja Scindia and the communists, they have no qualms about it.
I don't understand
Now the only
point.
thing is, which perhaps...
What's your point? What is the
it's a
relevance? I don't understand the
a
relevance also
detailed
of what you've said.
circular from the Navodaya. Please hear me out. I know you will not like to understand because it relates to your Times of India. You are forcing me to say all that.
I'm sorry.
Don't allow
I'm
me
sorry.
to force
Don't.
to go
I'm
on
sorry.
that level.
Don't try and
The reason
distract
is-
attention.
No,
from the
you are
subject.
defending it. You're defending it.
I'm
The
not. I am
reason is
telling you
it
what is
doesn't
right and
say-
wrong.
it
For
says
God's sake,
active
Mr. Siddharth
participation.
Singh.
It is active please, honor, for God's sake.
No,
Honor,
for God's sake,
If
you don't have
want
to
me
try and
speak,
get
I'm one
personal with
person
me
who can keep quiet.
because this is when you messed up, you've messed up.
No.
If you
don't
have
want
messed
me to-
up, you've
don't
messed
want
up.
to.
You better admit your own mistake.
No, we didn't mess up. I'm sorry, we didn't mess up at all. It is a media which blasted it, which has messed up, and the clarification has been given.
I'm so sorry.
The matter should end. It is the Congress and the opposition doesn't want because they
You
don't
see-
want to debate on the reforms. That is the basic
No,
issue.
don't link- no,
Now
then
the
you can't
issue
just-
is,
Jyotiraditya
I've been to a
Scindia is
school, you have been to
responding,
school,
please.
all of us have been to a school.
Sir.
We have participated on a voluntary basis on a festival day, be it a Christmas, be it a Diwali, be it a Holi, and on that particular
but
day,
why are you
when
going
we
after
participate
Christmas
voluntarily,
Day?
We don't go on a casual
Whose
basis
idea
to
is this?
participate. We participate on an active basis.
Sir.
Now, when we say active basis, why do you want to create a kind of a controversy?
No, there's no
And that is my
controversy.
question.
There's no
So
controversy.
the Congress can create a controversy, but not a channel like Times Now. Mr.
Siddharth Singh, I just want to ask you one question. Since you have ascribed motive, questioned intent, and imputed prejudice, all of which I strongly condemn. I have just one question for you. You tell me, using which technology in the
Well, I
world,
have condemned what has been written
one
and
second,
what has been
one
spoken
minute.
about.
Using which science fiction technology in the world can you be screening documentaries and putting out a report on them online? How can you have a debate competition online? Listen to me. How are you having a quiz competition
why don't
online?
you read what the Times of India has given the tweet of the HRD minister? She says online essay competition. Don't you read the tweet?
I have the press note, and I know the reporter Abhishek Chaudhary better than you. and he's put out a damn good story, and it's not my problem if you got your facts wrong, sir.
No, I know him.
I think you got your facts wrong.
Why should I?
Yes,
Here
so
it
good.
is.
Thank you for holding
This is
up
your
the piece of
newspaper.
paper.
This is
See
your
all these
newspaper.
circulars. See the circulars.
Caught on the wrong.
Absolutely.
See the
And this is the
circulars.
tweet which
Don't
has
know
come
how
out.
to get
So why-
out of it.
See the
Why should I-
are these
why should I
circulars
worry
right or
about
wrong?
Get out of it. They've been caught on the wrong
It is
foot.
nothing. Please tell me in the circular. No. Please tell me, all the panelists should tell me now. Where in the circular it is mentioned compulsory?
No, watch it. Well, no, I have just one counter for you. Jyotiraditya Scindia wants to come in and counter that. Now, Mr. Siddharth Singh, the aggression does not, take away from the fact that you have no facts. You say it's not applicable to CBSE schools. What about Navodaya Vidyalaya Samitis? What
I
about
have
the
all the
circular?
facts.
What
I'm
about
sorry,
Navodaya Vidyalaya
you don't-
Samitis?
You don't twist the facts.
What about Navodaya Vidyalaya Samitis? I mean, I twist no fact. Jyotiraditya Scindia is
Here
coming
it
back
is.
to the debate. Mr. Scindia,
Here
you
it
were
is.
holding up something there.
Should we read?
Jyotiraditya Scindia responding to Jyotiraditya Scindia, please.
Should
Don't
we read together? Should we
Sir, what will
read
you
together?
read together? This is not a poetry
Should we
competition.
read together?
Jyotiraditya Scindia. That doesn't impress me. Jyotiraditya
No.
Scindia.
Arnab,
No,
I
Mr.
will not.
Scindia.
I have
Mr.
been a
Singh.
university debater, so please understand, I will not allow you to run away because I have my facts correct. That twisting has happened.
Mr. Siddharth Nath
And
Singh.
the media
Mr.
has
Siddharth Nath
twisted.
Singh.
The opposition has jumped on it.
Mr. Siddharth
But the
Nath Singh,
idea of the opposition is
since
to
you
stop
have
the
been a
parliament.
debater.
That's all.
No, since
Because
you have,
the reform should not
since you
move.
have been a debater and so have I, you would remember the first cardinal rule we have as debaters. Never take on the job of defending the indefensible. One. Second,
No,
never
in
lie.
the debater,
Because
one
when you
cardinal
lie, you
rule is
repeat your
the
lie
anchor
1,000
doesn't
times.
interrupt.
Jyotiraditya Scindia
The
responds.
anchor doesn't interrupt the guest.
Well,
That is the
Jyotiraditya
cardinal rule.
Scindia is
Or
coming
not
into
the
the
cardinal rule is the anchor doesn't
Jyotiraditya Scindia is coming into this.
disturb.
Please let him.
My sympathy is with my friend Siddharth. He's caught between a rock and a hard place. It's an indefensible stand, but he's trying to make a brilliant defense of it. He doesn't realize that in our country, it's always much better when you've made a mistake to say you made a mistake and it won't happen again. And the issue's all over. But unfortunately, they're like an ostrich stuck in the sand. I have two questions for him. The Parliamentary Affairs Minister, and I'm quoting him in Parliament, he said
Jyoti,
that
people
the
had followed that
HRD
principle.
ministry has... Please, Siddharth, I'm not interrupting you. I have a great deal of respect for you. Please.
I was
hear my
bombarded.
questions, and
Jyoti,
then
when
you
I
have
was
all the
speaking,
time
I
to
was
answer it.
bombarded with everybody.
Okay. I'm not, but I did not interrupt
No,
you.
then nobody gives me
I
a
did not
time.
interrupt you. Okay. So,
I can't help it. The Arnab should
complain to Arnab,
monitor
don't complain to
it.
me. Okay, so my question to you is that the Parliamentary Affairs Minister very clearly in his statement says that the HRD ministry has not issued any such circular. So are you denying the circular of 9th of December? Are you denying the circular of 10th of December? And are you denying the circular, and Arnab
he
has
doesn't.
not touched on this yet,
Sir, you're messed
12th
up
of
in this.
December, addressed to all central universities.
we are not denying-
Siddharth, what are you doing? Siddharth, you're really falling into a dangerous quicksand
Are you
zone.
denying the
We have
circular,
not denied,
number one?
Jyoti, we have not denied.
Number
What
two,
we have denied is
all of
there
these
is
points,
no
including
compulsory.
you have denied it in
compulsory
Parliament. Your
attendance has
Parliamentary
not been
Affairs
added in
Minister
the
has
circular.
denied
That's all we have
it.
denied.
Please kindly let me finish. Kindly let me finish.
No,
Your
he has not
Parliamentary
denied.
Affairs Minister
Please go back to
has
the
denied
record.
it. I'm quoting him from his verbatim text. He has said the ministry has not sent any such letter.
That's true.
Okay, so are you denying the circulars? Number one. Number two, question number two. Very clearly,
the
in this,
spirit of
you
that
have
answer
issued
is
cash prizes
we have not sent
of
any
15,000,
circular
10,000
which has been
and
quoted in the
5,000
media
for
that
three
there is a
categories
compulsory attendance.
based on
That's all
Bharshan
it's been
Shaili,
denied.
competition on oratory. Is that competition on oratory also going to happen online?
Yeah.
Is the English play going to be staged online?
Oh yes, answer
You
that.
answer that because you can
Look at
fool
the
some
tweet
of the
what the
people
minister
some of
has
the time,
sent. It
but you
is an
can't
online
fool all
essay
the
competition.
people all
Why
the
do you want
time.
to continue on an issue?
Please don't interrupt me.
Okay.
Jyoti,
Okay.
the problem is
Okay.
you
Mr.
want to
Mr.
make a
you can have
mountain
a
of a
competition
molehill.
on oratory
Don't
online.
make a mountain of a molehill.
No, hold on.
Look at the
Please-
tweet the
please
minister
hear
has
my
already
question,
given.
Siddharth.
It's a
I
simple
know you're
English tweet,
over-eager,
and
but kindly
you
hear
are
my
very
question.
proficient in English language.
Well, gentlemen should...
This is the problem with the BJP. They
Okay,
don't
at
never
this
hear
stage,
someone
what's
else's point of view.
Mr. Scindia, at this
And
stage,
therefore
at this
they will
stage.
never hear India's point of
No,
view.
watch, at this stage, since Siddharth Nath Singh says, why stretch this issue, I find today, and he will not agree that Siddharth Singh is on the back foot. On the other issue tonight, will the Congress party be on the back foot? Here's a 1 minute clip of what's been happening in Parliament.
Today,
A 1 minute clip. The debate continues. Look at what's happening in Parliament, our house of chaos. Take a look.
Where is the missing? Where is his master's voice? His master's voice. We can only see his selfies. But he needs a visa to come here or what? He's free to come here. Let the Prime Minister come and listen and take part in this debate.
कम से कम उन्हें शालीनता के साथ बोलना चाहिए जिस तरह की भाषा बोलते हैं
लेकिन आप 25 लोग खड़े होकर के बोलेंगे ना हमको समझ आ रहा ना आपको समझ आ रहा।
और आप चाहते हैं कि एक हमारे प्रधानमंत्री को हमारे नेता को ये आप शब्द बोले और हम चुप रहे हम इनकी ताली बजाएं ये संभव नहीं है अगर ऐसी भाषा कोई बोलेगा तो हम उसका जवाब देंगे हम सुनेंगे नहीं
You have no status standing in the aisle. I name you under Rule 255. Please leave the house.
आपको चर्चा दरअसल करनी
No, Mr. Anuvandha Rao is named under Rule 255. He should know the rule.
जिम्मेवारी है अगर किसी की सदन में अव्यवस्था की सदन में गतिरोध की उसका सीधा दोष सरकार के ऊपर है अगर प्रधानमंत्री जी को कुछ कहना है अगर उनके सदस्य गलत कर रहे हैं उनके मंत्री गलत कर रहे हैं तो जिम्मेदारी प्रधानमंत्री जी की बनती है कि इस सदन में कहें
And I have a point of order, which is, in the name of a point of order, can Mr. Naresh Agrawal every day raise a point of disorder?
I have a point of disorder.
okay.
My point of disorder, if you allow me, will the Honorable Prime Minister come to the House so that we can have a discussion?
What's the problem if the Prime Minister comes? I don't quite understand it. Where is the Prime Minister? But you know, Sunil Alagh has been unusually quiet in this debate so far. You know, sitting in Bombay, looking at this happening in Delhi, do you feel it's being made a big deal because the Prime Minister has not come? And let the Prime Minister come in?
No,
after all this, yes.
Look, I want to first say that I think this has been just carrying on for far too long.
No, but why doesn't the Prime Minister just make a statement on the floor of the House?
If I was communicating, I would have said Mr. Vajpayee's birthday happens to fall on Christmas Day. It'll be a great day to have good governance, full stop, and have all the competitions following from 27, 28, 29.
But anyway,
one second, so badly communicated. But in that system of saying that, look, we made a mistake, now they've corrected it on the 15th with this circular.
They've not corrected it. Anyway, we are talking about what's happening in Parliament.
All right, so if on the 15th, Jyotiraditya, you've got a note which clarifies it, saying the others are wrong. On the 17th, what is the need to ask the Prime Minister and uphold the working of the House?
But they are asking for the Prime Minister. They are
Yeah.
asking for the Prime Minister to speak on the issue of conversion.
One second.
Why not speak on the issue of conversion?
I think now on every issue, if you're going to bring in the Prime Minister to speak and you're not going to listen to
Pawan
either
Verma,
Mr.
Pawan,
Jaitley
I like that
or
word.
anyone,
What you're saying
what's
is
the point?
every issue.
Is the Prime Minister going to answer every question?
Every question. Pawan
Every
Verma.
question has to be answered by the Prime Minister. That's not fair.
Pawan Verma says every question. Is this every question?
Come on, please.
No, what's it? Counters.
If a senior member of BJP answers in Parliament, it's the responsibility of the rest of Parliament to let the House function.
Well, I mean, you know,
if Prime Minister cannot come, neither did Mr. Manmohan Singh come and answer all the
all
questions.
I know is that Mr. Modi himself, when he was campaign chief, asked for counters coming in.
One second, Arnab, I'll just say today's sloganeering in the Lok Sabha was like union leaders or workers in factories. It's amazing that Rajya Sabha had that kind of people who were running into the well, and that's the sad part, which should never have been allowed.
Stop being sanctimonious.
No, I'm not.
Stop being
the
sanctimonious.
Speaker in UK or anyone else would throw the riffraff
Pawan
out.
Verma.
Who should throw the riffraff out and let Parliament function.
Oh, really? And
yes.
it's unparliamentary to raise contentious issues
No,
in Parliament?
not unparliamentary to raise.
Pawan Verma. Okay,
but
okay,
to stop
Sunil
the Parliament from functioning is unparliamentary.
Pawan Verma.
I'm not saying raising. You must raise.
Are you, by the way, the BJP sitting in the opposition used to describe the silence of the Prime Minister as, and I quote, silence is a weapon of convenience, but the conspiracy of silence is not right. At that time, this is what they said. Pawan Verma is responding to what I feel Sunil Alagh is trivializing the whole issue.
I'm saying it's very serious. It's very serious.
Pawan Verma will respond to you, sir. Yes, Mr. Verma. Mr. Scindia, coming to you. Pawan Verma.
Arnab, I believe that there is a point in what Sunil is saying. Chaos in Parliament is not an edifying spectacle. In its entire history, the House of Commons has not been adjourned for a single day. And soon we'll have a record where there is not a single day when our House is not adjourned. However, given that, it is equally true that the House, if this was the House of Commons and if the opposition was asking for the Prime Minister's presence and participation in a debate they considered important and of national concern, I'm sure the Treasury benches would not make it a prestige issue. What is the opposition asking for? The opposition is saying, in spite of your assurance, there have been repeated breaches of that which are causing serious concern across the nation.